And we are live. Welcome to the Political Orphans. My name is Nico and I am your in-house conservative. As always, to my left, Rob Ambrose, our token lefty. And together, we review what's trending in the news. Our goal is simple. We want to show you that it's possible for a lefty and a righty to get along. And even if we don't agree, we're still capable of having a conversation like normal human beings. Because never forget, common sense has no political affiliations. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, brother? How you doing today?
Oh, it's one of those days, man. Even my speech was very relaxed compared to normal.
Yeah, I noticed
Like
that.
I was more mellow.
Like you're meditating or you're high. One of the two.
Maybe both.
Who
knows? Who knows? Yeah. Who knows? But
so we got more of a relaxed show, I think, for you guys today. Nico, you want to let them know what we're going to do?
Yeah, man. It's I was meditating earlier and I was pondering like I always do. I always try to look at what's going on in my life and make sure that I'm not just on track, but I'm doing the right thing. I'm being a good influence for people and I'm not always the negative person. And unfortunately, man, with the type of topics that we cover day in, day out, it doesn't seem that there's a lot of positive happening right now. It's very easy to get sucked in by all the bad stuff and forget that there are still beautiful things all around us. No matter how bad things get, there's always reasons to be grateful. So I went down a rabbit hole this morning of just being on Instagram and scrolling, which I never do this. At one point, my wife even came to see me because she knows I don't do this. And she's like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm just sitting there in my computer chair crying like a little bitch. And she knows, like she knows me. I get like that every now and then. And she's just like, you're okay? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So she leaves. She knows me.
Oh, yeah.
So I texted you and I'm like, hey, man, how about there's not much going on right now that we haven't already covered this week. Like there was nothing new that I felt was worth speaking about. And man, it's Friday. I remember a few weeks ago we went down a rabbit hole of just old school stuff we used to watch when we were kids.
Yeah.
And man, I was thinking about it today and I'm like, I gotta say, it's probably my favorite moment. It's the 50th episode, by the way. Today's the 50th episode. Yeah, man, that we've recorded in like 9 weeks. And yeah, 50th episode. God's telling me to keep it light, keep it good, make people happy, keep it warm and fuzzy, if that makes sense. Like, oh shit, I'm just realizing something. Wow, this is how fucking distracting I am. There's no border, there's no nothing. What the hell? I didn't even realize. Wow, this is how lost I am this morning. But yeah, it's I wanted to do what we did a couple of weeks ago without realizing. It just happened because we have a great audience, and instead of making it negative I figured we'd make it positive. So I
go over some funny vids, have some laughs,
some funny vids, some ones that are gonna hit you in the feels, like we say. Some heart
positivity stuff. is the theme of the day.
100%, which
I'm always
is
down
why
with
the
that.
question. But this is why I got a question for you. That I will ask you the question to you guys, and I'll ask you to Rob. When you're having a bad day, what is your favorite feel-good movie or song? This is the type of spirit I'm in today. So you get us started. We all have a movie, a song that when we feel like shit, we know we can listen to, and although it doesn't fix our problem, at least we're like,
makes you feel a little bit better.
It could be worse. Yes, we could
still be
I
feel like I don't know if I have a song, but for me, it's Home Alone. Home Alone.
Nice.
It always
Yeah, man.
hits different. I always feel a little bit better, I think, when I finish that one.
Obviously the original one, not the crappy
Oh
ones
yes,
that came
obviously.
after.
Obviously. For you guys out there, what's your take? Do you have a song or movie that whenever feeling down, sort of you jump on, makes you feel a little bit better? Let's hear from you. What
Not only that, but hold on, not only that, but if you have a song, if you have a video, if you have a movie, let us know. I will happily find the song, find the video, the commercial, the clip, whatever it is, whatever makes you, whatever boosts your morale when you feel like shit. Let me know. I will find it and I will play it. This is the type of fucking mood I'm in today. It's like talk
Yeah.
radio. We
Yep.
take what's the name? Ah, shit, there's a term for that. I would love to do radio at one point and just take requests. We take
Yeah.
requests today.
Take requests.
There you go. Yeah, man. We take
Yeah,
requests.
if you've got a funny meme or video, just drop it in the comments. Let us know. Kind of like how Joe Stradamus did there a few weeks ago, which kickstarted that whole rabbit hole where he went down through those videos.
It's all your fault, bro. If
Yeah.
you're listening to this, it's all because of you. That's how it started, and it seems that we're going there again. So,
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't even know what mine is.
Do you have? Yeah.
But
What's yours? Do you have a go-to song or?
I can't think of a song. Even a movie will come to me. But my Instagram, man, as much as I talk about politics day in, day out, my Instagram is literally filled with dog videos because I'm a massive dog fan. And right now, pregnant stuff, like especially father son type of deal. I'm kind of getting mentally ready for this shit.
Yep.
And yeah, comedians. I just like comedians, man. When I feel like shit, I'll listen to some good old comedians and figure it out from there. But I'm a grateful guy, man. I pray a lot, I meditate a lot, so it's always easy to get back to the good mood, if that makes sense.
Well, it's like, politics is so wild these days. If you immerse yourself in it, like we kind of have to do what we do here, in some ways you can't avoid that sort of, I know what you mean. It's just a sort of blah sort of negativity, even if you're trying not to be. It's almost by association. So when you mentioned this, I was all for it. I think a nice kind of chill, relaxed day to have some laughs. I think that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, I think so too. So hopefully you guys listening to us, you think the same. Please let us know. And this is I'm going to be downloading as I'm going because I literally have, man, I must have 50 or 60 videos in a list right now. Like so much so that the notes I was taking, I often do it in a calendar, like just a calendar reminder. I ran out of space. Like it stopped. It stopped recording. It stopped registering what I was putting in. So I had to start an actual Word document to keep a track, but I lost a bunch of them, but I must have at least 50 links right now. So I haven't downloaded them yet, but I will do it as we go.
What do you want? What are we going to start with?
No specific order at all. Like zero. I went on the algorithm. The first one is something my wife sent it me yesterday, and I've seen it before. It just reminded me how fucking stupid we can get. But we might as well just fucking laugh at it or else we're just gonna all shoot ourselves. So this shows you this is in your wheelhouse, but it just shows you how fucking ridiculous we've become. But let's start with this. You see that?
Oh my God. I saw Rogan tweet that out the other day, and he was like, "You got to if you want to be the best, you got to train hard."
But how fucking ridiculous we've become.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, Memorino, he says, I
Already
don't,
giving me shit, bro. Come on.
yeah, he's
Come
like, I don't want
on.
the feel goods. I came here for the anger, the drama. Not today, brother. They'll be here Monday.
Don't worry. We will never run
Yeah,
out of bad stuff to talk about.
of drama. It's
Yeah. If there's
self-care.
one thing that's for
Self-care.
sure. Yep.
Yeah.
100%. So,
That is
bro,
hilarious.
instead of
Go ahead.
complaining, how about you answer the damn question, Memorino?
Yes.
Tell us what is when you feel like shit, and don't be a bitch. Don't lie about it. We all feel like shit every now and then. What brings you up? What makes you feel better? This is Talk Radio, and we take requests today.
Yeah, that's how they always talk. Eh?
We're just, yeah, we're just gonna lower our voices. Yeah. So tell us, Menorino.
Joanna on the phone, and this is our first time calling. Yeah, that's
it's actually not bad.
Oh my god, though. It's
they
were clapping. They were clapping like it was an actual achievement. Like, what are you doing? It's a fucking dude who's rolling around on the floor. Like, anybody could do that. A 2-year-old could do that, and they're clapping like it's like, "Ooh, he's trained so well." Like, for fuck's sake.
It must have taken so much time to get him.
Yeah, exactly.
The amount of time is ridiculous.
Like the reason why they do it with real dogs is because it actually is an achievement. It takes time to train a dog. It doesn't take any time to train a human to do that.
It's.
Could you imagine, like, getting dressed, leaving your house, going there, to spending hours of your day to watch that? And then, like, be all serious. Like,
you know that shit wasn't free. You know that shit wasn't free.
No, they had to rent out the venue. There were tickets, man. They sold tickets.
Like, you know, I thought you'd find it funny, but this is, my wife sent me that because she knows I can't believe this shit either. But
it's hard. It's like, is this real life, man? Like, maybe we are in a simulation.
It gets worse for, I love sports. I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I'm a big fight fan. I grew up watching basketball. And, I remember in the 80s, the 90s when men were men. Like when sports was actually violent and those guys weren't a bunch of pussies. And this morning, I think this is what started this whole thing. There is a video that popped on my feed, and it is the one I'm going to show you right now. But if we have European friends here, you're not going to like this one. I'm going to make fun of soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, because they are the biggest fakers on the planet. Like, this is where LaQueen James actually learned all of his tricks. But if you thought that, and if you thought that soccer couldn't get any gayer, I will show you that you are incorrect.
It can get gayer.
No, but this is, check this out. Like, this is
when you combine soccer and dancing. It's called Disco Foot. Here's everything you need to know. Disco Foot is both a soccer match and a dance performance. It combines the basic rules of soccer, but has one rather important difference. Dancing is required at all times. Each match features one referee and 3 artistic judges. The judges assess the teams on their artistic merit, scoring them twice, first at halftime and then again at the end of the match. These scores are combined with any goals scored to determine the winning team. Remarkably, a team can win by excelling in dance, even if they haven't scored any.
Someone said, I don't have slurs strong enough.
That's so funny. Did you it almost reminds you, have you seen the new thing, hobby horsing? Have you seen hobby horsing? It's where you have like
idiots on the fake horse, and
it's a fake horse. It's a horse on a stick, and they're running around and like jumping over things, and some of them take it really seriously, like genuinely serious, and it's the wildest thing ever. It's like, fuck, man, what happened to us? How did we get here?
I grew up, my family, one of my aunts and my 2 cousins, technically, they do ride horses, and they've ridden horses their whole life. And man, I'm going to be bad right now. I know they're not listening to this. They can barely understand English. So I know I'm fine, but I've always felt bad with for the horses because they're big women.
Big
oh
girl.
Yes. like the last pictures when I still had Facebook last year, one of my cousins, she outweighs me probably by, I would say, at least 30-40 pounds, and she's like 5'2".
Jesus. So she's a big
I
girl.
saw her on the, oh yeah, and her horse is not the biggest of horses, and all I could see is like, oh, he's not strong yet, he's gonna have to get stronger. I'm like, maybe the horse is not the problem.
Maybe it's not the horse. Yeah. Why was he struggling? Was he like creaking under her weight?
Because she's competed, right? So she's legit when it comes to like obstacles, jumping, performing. Like she knows what she's doing. She's not just trotting the horse there. She's actually competed and she's legit.
Okay.
But yeah, because horses are fucking stupid expensive, right? They're not cheap at all. And it's her horse. So I guess she didn't buy the cream of the cream. And
cream of the crop.
Yeah, the horse looked like it was struggling, and she's kind of making it sound like it's the horse. And I'm like, is somebody going to tell her that being almost 280, 300 pounds, probably there's a reason why the guys that, when you look at the horse racing, they're tiny, right? They're literally midgets, and they're like bones. There's probably a good reason why they're not 250 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
right.
Yeah. Well,
and we're talking about the best horses on the planet, so maybe they're on to something, right?
That's too funny.
This video is what I call a marketing genius. Like, I don't know who the guy is, but I think he's extremely popular, and you probably have seen those videos if you spend time on Instagram. But people use dumb videos at the beginning of their video, and then they try to sell you something afterwards. Have you seen those videos? Like they work for like a car. Like there's a guy I follow that does that. Like he sells used cars, and he always starts his video with something atrocious that's going on. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, if you're interested in a brand new
I know. You're talking about the sign guy, the Asian sign guy. Do you know who I'm talking about? Yes. He's so good. Him. I love that guy. I love that guy.
I don't know who his name is, but somebody made a top 5 of him.
Okay, yeah.
Some of his videos are like, here we go. Top 5. I don't know who the guy is.
He's hilarious.
If you want to order signs for your franchise stores, make sure you buy from a responsible sign company.
You walk into your new classroom to meet your teacher and you see me. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I'm homeschooling. Anyways. Did you eat them? Anyways, do you
know 5 women that feel safe being in a room alone with you?
I don't know 5 women. Anyways,
What's up, California? My name is Alex.
What's up, I'm Aiden.
I'm Oliver.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Dylan. And together we are
gay as fuck. You guys are gay as fuck. Anyways.
I'd love to know how I'd love to know how the business is doing. I feel like it's doing well.
I guarantee you he's making a shit ton of money. The people who like him love him. The people who don't are not buying from him. But to me, this is such clever marketing. Like, to me, that makes 100% sense. If I ran a business, this is exactly what I would be doing. What's going on, Prairie?
Prairie, how's she going?
I don't know if you saw what's going on, what the banner is at the bottom, but we're just letting you know right now. Completely different show. If, like Memorino, you're here for the drama, sorry, there's no drama. I'm not sorry, not sorry. It's one of those shows. I don't know if you were here a couple of weeks ago when we went down a rabbit hole because of Joe Stradamus. We started showing old school movies of when we grew up. It was like a Happy Friday, I guess. That's why I called it Happy Friday. But that is the type of day. Like, I found about 50 different videos that are either funny or heartwarming. And this is what we're doing today. So the question to you, Prairie, when you feel like shit, what is the video, the movie, the song you go to try to feel better? And Cheryl, what's going on?
Cheryl, how's it going? How's it going?
Same to you, Cheryl. It's one of those days today. It's a Happy Friday edition.
A self-care day for the show, just to sort of kind of reset some of the negative vibes that just look when you're talking about politics in general every single day for 2 hours. it's really hard to avoid that. And I feel like it's probably affected you a little more than me, but I do feel it. I do know what you mean. You finish the show and you just feel a little bit off, right? And like, this is real life for us. And so I was all for it when you suggested this topic today.
Yeah, and it's really one of those things that a lot of the things that we talk about is what's in the news, what we care about, what we want to talk about because we care about it. Like you said, man, it takes a toll on me.
Yep.
Like negative, like, because I run those 4 hours of research and all I see is negative recently. Like it all seems to be going to shit everywhere. So sometimes you need I do this personally all the time. Like there's days I'm off, I'm going to find something to make me feel happy, to make me feel better. Go sit outside. Yesterday, I just went outside with my wife. I smoked a cigar. We just talked. It was beautiful outside. Just spending time in the sun, going to the gym. Like I had to go to the gym first just so I would feel better. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you guys because I'd love to do it every now and then. And Prairie is saying yes, and the old commercials. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that's exactly what we're talking about.
That's where we got the idea from. I think we like that show. Everyone really, the audience seemed to like that show. So probably do this every once in a while on a Friday just to kind of act as a reset, and then we'll be back at her again on Monday. And
Cheryl is saying I am, so hopefully that means I'm in or I'm out. It's either one of them.
Like I'm out. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Well, good vibes.
If that's the case, I love your honesty. I respect honesty. It's a good day. So Cheryl is in. It's a good day. I agree with you. The day's what you make it. So, and I'm going to shop for baby stuff after here. So, it's going to be a good times. Prairie is saying over 100%. All this negativity that we do have in Canada is definitely draining of your energy. This is exactly why hopefully we can put a bit of warmth into your heart to start your week, to finish your week and start your weekend. Right?
That's correct. And Gary, how's it going, brother? Good day to you.
What is going on, Gary? So this next video is cringe. At the beginning, I'm like, but by the end, I actually liked it.
Okay.
So let's watch this.
I had a pet lizard named George. He was cool, but he made me really bored. So I gave him to my mom, and she loves him very much because animals are better than people. They try to cancel me. Bother me. Stop bothering me. I don't even like my job. Karens, shut the up. Vegans, shut the up. Babies, shut the up. Everyone needs to shut the up. Laundry, shut the up. War, shut the up. Dinosaurs, shut the up. Everyone needs to shut the up. Traffic, shut the up. People, shut the up. Groceries, shut the up. Everyone needs to shut the up. That's it.
At the beginning, I'm like, this is terrible. As soon as the beat kicks in, I'm like, hey.
How do you feel, Lyle?
Yeah.
I'm mortified.
She had me at vegan.
I play that song every evening. Yeah, you should have put Luke. Shut the up.
Let's see. Oh, I like that.
She had me at vegan. Shut the fuck up.
I was a vegan for years, and I felt bad for the non-vegan people. Hey, you want to hear a joke about vegans?
How? What is it?
How do you know that someone is vegan?
How?
Don't worry, they're gonna tell you.
Yeah, don't worry, they'll tell you. I heard that. I wanted you to. I didn't want to steal your punchline. That's why I was laughing. I love that joke. We'll let you know. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't you worry. They're gonna tell you. We'll take some comments. Gary Barrett is saying Claude Schwab is stepping aside.
It's political talk, Gary. This is happy Friday.
That's actually happy. Because I saw that just before I came in. So technically that falls in line with having him step away from directing the WEF. Not that bad. Hopefully the person that replaces him is not as evil, although I would doubt it. Hey, Gary, question for you. Today's a bit different, man. I don't know. I don't think you've been here that often. This is really the first time we do this because we went down a rabbit hole a few weeks ago where we started showing old commercials and old clips that made us laugh. And Rob and I were talking this morning, and we figured we needed a positive reset because of all the negativity. So, brother, it's going to be a lot of funny shit today. Second time here, brother. You chose a very interesting time to be with us. This is something we've never done before, but it's only going to be positive and heartwarming. There's not much going on in the news, so we figured we try to keep it happy. So, Gary, question for you, man. What's your, when you feel like shit, what's your movie / video / clip / song that you listen to feel better? Like today, you know what? Knowing that Klaus Schwab is stepping away, what song comes to mind? Is it a happy song? And if so, which one is it? Cheryl is saying, Nico, did you get a chance to see the videos I posted in the comment after yesterday's show? No, I did not. I did not. Yeah, what were they about? No, I did not. Where'd you post them? Did you post them on the comments here? Because you're out of Rumble, so that would mean if you want to post them again, we'll check them out as long as they're positive. That's the only request we have for you today. They have to be positive
or funny.
Yeah, positive, funny. The next one's for you though, bro.
All right.
Like, we'll take some of the comments because I don't want to get behind. But when I saw this one, man, I thought about you. This is fucking hilarious. This is exactly this is exactly how I see things. I think you're gonna agree. Gary, hey Prairie, peaceful weekend on you. So Gary's a full carnivore. So basically, you don't like vegans either. Eh?
Carnivore diet.
You know what the trick is? You know how you fight vegans? By eating twice as much meat.
Yeah. I mean, I think most people don't really give a shit how other people eat. I think that the problem is why so many people dislike vegans is because they're often so political about it, and they moralize about it, and they often like the jokos, they always want to talk about it, and that shit just gets boring.
Yeah. You know, Gary is saying right now, most definitely we need this, brother. You're gonna fit right in. Yeah, I'm 63 and I'm learning to play guitar.
Well, congrats, man.
I started learning a couple of years ago. I don't do it as much as I used to. I'm not very good at it. I only know a couple of tracks. But man, is it good for the soul. Like I remember being at the cottage by myself in the woods, just playing guitar, having a cigar smoking in the ashtray. My dogs are chilling, beautiful day, just trying to play the guitar. And by trying, I mean, I wouldn't do it in front of a camera. I was really trying. But you play though, right? Because I've seen a guitar in your background before.
Yeah, I play. I've been playing for a couple of years, but like never seriously. I can play around, around a campfire or whatnot. But that's all that I ever wanted to do. I just think it's great just to be learning new things all the time. I think Gary's 63, still learning things. I think that's how you stay young, is constantly learning new things. I think that's a great way to be.
Melissa, what's going on, Melissa? Gary, me too, about carnivore. Great minds think alike. Wow. I went from not eating meat for 13 years.
You were vegan for 13 years?
I was vegan for 4 or 5 years, and prior to that, I was a vegetarian for 8 or 9 years. So I think it had been 12 or 13 years about a year ago when I started eating meat again. I went from 195 pounds to 230. Like I've packed on so much muscle since eating meat.
When did you stop that?
When did I stop what?
Being vegan. Like when did you start eating meat again?
About a year and a half. I'd have to check. So about a year. Recent. Oh yeah, but it had been at least 12 to 13 years since I had meat. And I started craving blood. As weird as this sounds, like I was because I love steak. I eat it 3, 4, 5 times a week. I eat blue. I like it warm. Like I like lines on the outside, like but I like it blue in the middle. I want to see blood. But yeah, I started craving blood. And then I started eating it again, and I've put on so much mass, it's insane. But animals taste good.
Yeah.
This helps a bit. Hopefully you're talking about the show today, because I got a bunch of shit for you guys. So hopefully, yes. Cheryl, they were the ones I was talking about yesterday about Pierre. I can go and look them again. Yep, but I'm telling you, we will play them on Monday. I'm not playing
Yes.
any negative Pierre Poliev today. For sure, Melissa, thanks. I caught you on rants, Nico. What? What's rants?
He must have tuned in when you were in a rant. And
yeah, that doesn't say much because I go on rants all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, that's right.
So next video, that one's for you, bro. Like
right.
this, because we talk about this all the fucking time. Like we use the word. This is what I'm.
Excuse me. Retard. You can't even say it. So how do we talk about it? Brothers and sisters, words only have power if we give them power. We must take back the word retard. Make it ours.
Sweetheart, the rest of us find the word offensive.
I'm not your sweetheart, bitch. Me-tard, you-tard, retard nation. Me-tard, you-tard, retard nation. Me-tard, you-tard, retard nation. Me-tard, you-tard.
That's hilarious.
I love it, man, because the retard in this scenario was not the guy. It was the teacher. See, thank you. This is the whole point. When I call somebody, I would never call somebody that's mentally ill retard.
Yeah, of course.
But the people that get offended by the word retard are fucking retards.
Yep. It's just usually it's just a way to police speech. I'm glad the word made its way back. It's funny how it was like completely. When we were growing up, it was just a common insult, and then somewhere along the way, you could never say it, and now it's come back. There just isn't another word that has replaced it. Nothing that quite hits the spot when you really want to use it.
No, I agree. It's like calling a non-gay person a fag. Like,
yes,
okay, you're being a homo right now. Fucking stop this shit.
You
don't
wouldn't call a gay
homosexual.
person that. You wouldn't call a gay person that. Yeah, of course.
Nope. So Gary is saying Plaid Army.
Plaid Army.
Oh, Plaid Army. What's Plaid Army? Derek Rance. Yes. Nico, I will post them on Monday. Then perfect. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Gary, man. I record a lot of content and I rant all the time, so I don't.
I think he meant on this show somewhere. Unless it was something else, another type of rant.
Plaid, yes.
Yeah, no, absolutely they do.
Do you understand what Gary's talking about? Because
no,
plaid,
well,
yes, yeah.
I took it to mean that he was just happened to like tune in when you were doing a rant, and then he decided to stay. I don't know which rant that was, but there's many. It could have been many.
Thanks, man. I do rant all the time in real life too. I go on fucking savage rant to my wife, and she's just like,
"Oh yeah, I know."
Up and keep that for your podcast.
Yeah.
You and I gotta tell you, because you've said this when we first started, that your girlfriend appreciates this because instead of talking to her about this shit, you talk
get it out of my chest here.
And I think that it's the same thing.
Same thing.
It's the exact, yeah.
Well, even if even if they agree with you, like they don't want to hear it 10 times, right? 30 times.
No.
50 times.
No.
Like, yes,
Melissa.
dear, yes, dear. I've heard this before.
Melissa is saying that feel good story. I became carnivore because of Jason D. NY Varsity
no way.
podcast. I owe to him.
Tell us about that. I remember Jason had said Melissa's a volleyball player, and Jason is a volleyball podcaster. So I think that's how they came across. But what did he just sort of recommend it as a necessary or useful as an athlete?
Yeah, I guess so. Huh? Derek Rance, aka
on that, Melissa.
So Prairie is saying Derek Rance, aka
Plaid Army. Oh, you were in Derek Rance on the Plaid Army channel. Oh,
was I?
Really?
I don't know.
Is that so? Does he take? That's interesting. Does he take clips from did someone take a clip from this show and then he played that on? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, the name does not sound familiar, but bro, I create so much content on so many platforms and I have so many videos that are, they say, oh, this video went viral over the weekend. It has 500,000 to 1 million views. I'm like, fuck, I have a lot of those. So I guess it's possible.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right, right? When I have something hitting the 500,000, 1 million views, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense that 1 million people saw that video. Like I cannot comprehend what the fuck that
doesn't really seem like it.
It's not real. I'm not sitting in front of an audience of 1 million people and they're all watching me talk. Like, no. I will check that out, Melissa. Nice. Must have shouted out this. It's possible Nico must have shouted out this channel. Oh, see, that's okay. That's possible. I'd be curious to see which video you're talking about because I rant a lot, man. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is.
So interesting. I actually know Jeremy McKenzie because I served with him. I was in the military with him, and I was in Afghanistan with him. And I don't really know what he's about in terms of his activism here. I just run across his name once in a while. I think he's like related to the convoy protests and that kind of stuff. But I think he's got his own podcast or something. But yeah, it's funny. I knew Mackenzie just when we were again out in Afghanistan patrolling Kandahar together.
Yeah, I'm on his X channel right now. Oh, sorry, man.
I was just saying I hadn't even realized until a couple months ago that he actually had gone on to have a podcast. And
let me know. Let me know, Gary, because I'd be curious to see it. Melissa saying NY interviewed Phil Escott, who's a big carnivore in England in 2022, met Jason later at a volleyball event and found him to thank him. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
That's really
I like
cool.
when that happens.
Yeah, Diagonal. I guess that's I think that's Jeremy McKenzie's podcast, I do believe. But yeah, it's interesting.
That's cool when that happens, when you meet someone that actually influenced your life online and you get to thank them in person. That is very cool.
Yeah, for sure it is. But yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah, small world. I'd be interested to see. Yeah, I wonder what that rant was. I mean, it could have been anyone, right? It could have been any one of many rants.
Yeah, it's a shame because I have so many videos that has thousands of shares, and I don't get to see because of like if you look at Instagram, for example, they don't tell you who shared it. They just give you a number. Some of them you can see who it is, but 99% of the time I have no idea who shared it. And I see somebody I follow and then I'm like, oh shit, they actually shared my video. Like I didn't know, because a lot of people don't credit the original person either.
Yeah.
But in this case, obviously he must have, if you found me from one of my rants. But yeah, man, let me know, because I'd like to see what he shared. I'd like to see what resonates with other content creators, because I rant a lot. Here's my first racist joke of the day. God knows I fucking love racist jokes. So here we go.
Here is the best pickup line to pick up any single mama. That's a cute kid. You want one that isn't black?
Who is that? Is that stand-up comedian? What's his name?
Hold on.
I thought the one that you on Netflix that you said you really like.
No. It's not Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
The video doesn't say who it is, and I just built a massive list of stuff earlier, so there's probably going to be a lot of people I have no clue who they are, unfortunately. But that's how.
Gary's saying you were a guest on Plaid Army. I don't remember.
What? When was that?
How big is it? A big podcast?
Plaid Army. God damn. I know I've been hit in the face a lot and I lose my memory sometimes. Damn.
He was definitely actually a guest there, and it wasn't like, because sometimes on this show we'll play a clip from someone else's content or show. I thought it was something like that guy had taken a clip from this, but it sounds like you're an actual guest. How can you not remember, brother?
Hey, bro. But you don't but I've recorded hundreds of podcasts as a guest.
Okay.
Oh no,
so.
there's back at the end of last year, 1 year ago, bro, I recorded 100 podcasts, 150 podcasts as a guest within 2 months.
Oh shit.
So
okay. Well, yeah, I guess so.
yeah, and now I don't record them as much because people just don't invite me. I get invited by about a month ago. Are you sure that wasn't just another good-looking Frenchie? Because I don't remember being on a podcast. I've done a couple podcasts, but I don't think they're out yet. Okay, now you really have to give me his page. Now I really feel stupid right now. So can you find where I can find that guy? Because I'm trying to look for him right now and I don't find him. Like I know he was on
Plaid Army.
Yeah, he has a Rumble account, but I don't see. Yeah, no, I don't see myself in any of his stuff. So if you can find it, big time followers on Jerry. What do you? Man, I'm very confused right now.
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now. It says the Plaid Army is a group of Canadian internet live streamers known for their far-right politics. The group has been accused by the Canadian Anti-Hate Network of Islamophobia and anti-Semitism.
Yeah, that sounds exactly the type of podcast I'd be on. Wow, that sounds just like me. Wow. The new wave of Canadian polit. Son of a bitch, it's right there. What the fuck's wrong with me?
What's
Apple Podcasts. No, that's not him. So no, I don't know. I have no clue which one it is, man. Please, Gary, if you can find it, let me know, because now I'm really fucking worried about my mental state. What the fuck's going on with my mind? So until then, and by the way, it's not because it was posted a month ago that I haven't recorded it 4 months earlier, because I've seen that before. So maybe that's what I'm trying to find excuses here, and I'm not very good at making them. So let me see here, because there's another one right here. Streamed about a month ago. Yeah, I found the link there. Can I see? Hold on. Maybe I can see let me see if I can just go on YouTube directly, because I know that I can't see them from here. If you put the link directly in the chat on YouTube, I think I can copy. Yeah, I would be able to copy paste it. So if you want to do that, I will happily check it out. Here's another video for you. Those are dark videos, like dark comedy.
Tickling my little brother's feet.
Have you ever seen those guys? Like the guys that all sit at the table? Like I follow them. Some of them are terrible, but some of them, man, are fucking hilarious. But the first joke, man, that is such my type of humor. So listen to this.
I was tickling my little brother's feet, and my mum was like, stop it, wait till he's born.
Why are Americans good at Rubik's Cubes?
Why?
Because they have a history of separating colors.
What's the difference between Batman and a black man? Batman can go out at night without Robin.
My friend caught me sniffing his sister's panties.
Uh-oh.
We were so angry because it was still on her. I made it awkward at the funeral.
Cards over here, all different. This card trick is called the rapist card trick.
I don't know if I want to be able to.
Put on your right hand like this. I'm going to deal the cards on your hands like this. Anytime you feel like it, you just say the word stop.
Okay. Stop. 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 Jeremy, stop!
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, I know. Like, stop.
I'm gonna
stop.
I'm gonna do that card trick.
But the first one is really good. Like, oh, I was just tickling my little brother's feet, and my mom's like, "Can you stop that and wait till he's born?"
It took me a second. It took me a second. Like, what?
Goddamn.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn.
You need to give Gary a wrench to drop the link.
Oh, Is that how that works?
Hold on. Let me see if I can do
Can we do that?
Oh, you mean I need to put him as something like a moderator? Report pin, go to channel.
Click the 3 dots by his name.
Yeah. The only option I see for him is okay, there you go. Manage moderator, can review and remove chat, can manage blocked words and capability of standard. Okay, for the sake of argument, there you go. Now you should have a wrench, whatever the man. I feel so uncool right now. So yeah, you should be able to do it now. So let's see what else we got. Because I got a bunch. It's just I have to download them all one by one.
Yep. Oh, here we go. The link.
Oh shit, that actually worked. Oops, where do we go? Right here. Oh yeah, you do have a little wrenchy now next to your name.
Oh, that's cool. He's a mechanic.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, why doesn't the link work? Hold on. The link doesn't seem to work. HTTPS : hold on, I think those are reversed. No, that doesn't look right. Why isn't it working? Y'all be good. The fuck? At Derek Rants. Let me just go on Google directly and find it on the YouTube and find him.
Is this the one where we're trying to find when you were on?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So you're saying that I was on it. Man, this does not sound familiar.
That's so funny.
Man, this is brutal. Like, what the fuck's wrong with me? Like, the guy doesn't even look familiar. Holy shit, bro. Pose. Link to his. Yeah, I'm there right now. I'm on this page right now. I just want to find.
And you don't recognize any of it.
No, I really don't. Oh, brother, I'm fucking weak. My mental is gone. Yeah, let me. I'm gonna find the more videos to play as I do this. Yep. But I will check because this is kind of blowing my mind right now. But I don't know when this was recorded. Because sometimes that happens, right? The video was recorded a while ago, and then it gets released. That's why doing everything live the way we do, I don't have to remember those things. Makes things a lot fucking simpler for me, at least.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, I'm looking at like this Derek Rants guy. He's got what 161,000 YouTube subs. I mean, that's a pretty big.
Yeah. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at like 5.5, 2473.
Okay,
yeah, because
maybe it's a different one.
Yeah, because the one I'm looking at. But Gary, can you go to the video and share the link? Yeah, to see exactly. Thanks, Perry. That's basically what I would like to see too.
Yeah, that actual one.
Yeah, because now I'm really, really curious. Let me see what I got. Oh, why didn't it work? Oh no, there we go. Oh, bro. Okay, we're starting with the feel good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Starting.
Let me see.
What is it? One of my favorite movies to watch. Oh, there you go. Uncle Buck. Wow.
Yeah, that was a great movie. John Candy. I love that guy. I mean, he was in Home Alone too, and that was my movie. Yeah,
John Candy is in Home Alone.
Yeah, remember he's the
one of the uncles,
mothers in the. No, she's the mother's in the airport trying to get home, and he's got like a polka band or something, and they drive north, and he's in the polka band.
Oh Jesus, man! I think it's time for me to read that movie. Here is a video. This is a feel-good one. It's not necessarily a funny one, but this is. I don't know if you saw those videos, but they're new glasses that came out a few years back for people that never seen colors before. So when they're what's the term?
Like colorblind.
So they get to see colors for the first time. It's brother.
I've seen these like
this something we bring for granted.
really nice. Yeah.
Do they work on
Dude. Bro is shaking.
Holy.
Come here.
It's wild.
You know, it's tough.
We take this for granted,
I
right?
was just gonna say, like, it makes you realize how much you just take for granted.
He's like a child.
How can those glasses work? Like, what do they do?
I don't know how they work, bro. We do take some things for granted, eh?
Yeah, no, it's cool. That is a feel good, a heartwarming story. It's like similar to the ones where I've ever seen where it's like a baby gets a hearing implant and hears his mother's voice for the first time, and just the way his face lights up. It's pretty cool. It does make you realize sort of what you take for granted, because nobody sits around being like, oh, you know, start weeping because the colors of the world are so bright. But if you've never seen them and you've never experienced them, like, you know, it's very easy to take for granted, you know, a lot of stuff. And it's nice to be reminded of that sometimes.
Did you ever see the one where the husband hears the sound of his wife's voice for the first time? Have you seen that one?
No, I'd like to see that.
Well, just because you said this, I just found it. I'm gonna download
Imagine
it.
if her voice like, "Hey, honey, it's me." She's like, "No." God, no, rip them out of it. No, send me back.
Let me. Here you go. So here's a video. So to go about what you were just talking about, a video of a guy hearing the voice of his wife for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can you hear the sound of your own voice?
Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh my god. Dr. Thank you so much. We're so excited. Thanksgiving's such days, and I can call you on your cell phone now, baby, and you can talk to my dad about his head.
Whoa, are you okay? Is that too loud?
No, not too loud. The voice that's annoying. You don't hear that? I have to hear this forever. Oh, there we go again, Doc. You know why this guy's smiling? Because he's probably deaf and he can't hear his wife's voice. Doc, please take it off. Help me, please.
Relax. This is a celebration. Trust me, from one married man to another, you'll get used to it.
I don't believe any word that came out of your mouth.
Not quite the same thing, right?
No, that's too funny.
What's happening? Stop!
Take these
Stop
off,
it!
take these off. Yeah, I don't
What's
want
that
these.
annoying sound?
That's too funny.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's carry on to another one.
All right.
Oh, see that's a heartwarming one. Like, I have a thing for dog. Like, I love dogs more than 99.9999% of people, and this is one of them. That, yeah.
Beats fast, colors and promises. Are you mad?
It just says at the beginning that they lost their dogs and they get a dog for the first time after.
Watching you stand alone. All of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
You know, a lot
Dogs,
of
man.
I have
Yeah.
a few. I have a few
we
videos
don't
of dogs
deserve them.
today. No, there's a guy, Neil deGrasse. Not a fan of him. He's just a tool, if you ask me. But
Neil
he
deGrasse
made
Tyson, the
what a
scientist guy.
tool. Oh, what a tool. He's as useless as Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
to me, those are the but when somebody's right, they're right. And he talks about I have it somewhere in my list where
Okay.
he talks about dogs and why they're so awesome.
Yep.
Next video is wow. I'm telling you, there's no order to this. Normally, all my videos are super well organized. They all make sense. They flow from one to the other. Not today. There's
this-
no
yeah,
flow.
yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I
today
would.
we're-
What you're
today we're just
seeing
winging it.
is my Instagram feed. As I was every single video I liked, I copied the link and I saved it for now. This is completely different, but this is what toxic masculinity is all about right here.
Guys, 6-year-old girl and a 22-year-old male missing in the house somewhere.
No hesitation.
On camera,
eh?
a tip of the New County house on fire with 5 children trapped inside.
The firefighter runs toward this house, but it turns out a citizen actually got into the burning home first. This is Nicholas Bostic that you see here carrying a girl to safety. That girl is okay, but Nicholas breathed in a lot of smoke that night. He suffered a severe cut on his arm. So as crews now attend to him and treat his injury, they begin to learn these dramatic details about the rescue. Nicholas told them he was driving, saw the house on fire, so he stopped, went up to the house, got in a back door, opened it up, and yelled that the house was on fire. Then Nicholas goes upstairs and finds 4 kids who are asleep. He helps get those kids out safely. Then Nicholas learns that a 6-year-old girl is still inside the burning home. So he crawls on the floor. He hears a child cry. Once he found the girl, he broke open a 2nd-story window and he jumped out with her.
Please tell me that baby's okay. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, she's okay. 100%. Yep, you're okay. You did good, dude. Okay.
This is for my sisters and my brothers. Overseas, but we ain't seen color.
You did good, brother. Can you imagine? He just saved 5 kids.
Wow.
Just a random dude that just shows up and just says, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to help them. I guarantee you he didn't even consider anything. He just saw somebody in trouble, just ran into.
And that's also masculinity, right? And like that's you never hear talk about that kind. It's always they always want to take the worst examples, people who are just or like men who are just assholes, and then extrapolate that to all men, and it's not right. It's not right to do that.
If you guys want to see a very interesting podcast along those lines, it's somebody I spoke to before. It's unfortunate he had like 200,000 followers on Instagram alone, and they banned his account for some reason. But dude's amazing. The name of his podcast is called Shield 911. All he does, I think he has at least 1,200 to 2,000 episodes. All he does is to speak to first responders. He's a first responder himself. He used to be a firefighter, and all of his podcasts are feel-good stories. Yes, they talk about the bad stuff, but they talk like he talks to heroes every fucking podcast. So if you guys need a feel-good something, if this type of video makes you happy, that's all he does. Like his show's really, really cool. You guys might be able to tell me who this is. I researched him. I found who it was earlier, but I cannot remember his name. But this is an artist that has a very known song. I've seen his song in very emotional videos before, but supposedly that he stopped performing about 2 years ago because he had a mental breakdown on one of his tours, and he has Tourette's. But as you see the video, he's going to be singing, and then the crowd realizes that he can't, that he's having a meltdown, and they start singing for him. There's like 100,000 people that's finished his song, and he's on the, like he's twitching. Like you can tell, like he's not being able to control himself. He's having a breakdown.
Okay.
But people finish his song. It's such a fucking powerful move.
Somebody just to know.
feels him on stage right now. Can you imagine, bro?
The guy who sings the song, it has
him. Look, yeah, he's having a breakdown on stage. Look at him. He stopped singing because he couldn't make it anymore. He's like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like he tries to do again. Look at him twitch, bro.
Can't do it.
You saw, even look at his band. He's like,
wow.
What the fuck is happening? I didn't know. I know the song, but I didn't realize that guy has major mental illness. He has stopped performing about 2 years ago in the middle of a tour. He just stopped, and I think that's one of either the last video or one of the last, because he went on a mental breakdown
Like
afterwards.
he just couldn't do it.
No,
That's
but his
wild.
crowd, can you, like, I've been in 100,000 people crowd during shows. Having that being on stage for this,
Wow.
bro, it's intense being in the crowd. I can't even imagine being on stage having a breakdown and people just like, we got you, bro.
Wow. Yeah, no, they definitely picked him up. Yeah, what's that guy's name again? It's not Lucas Graham. It's that's another guy.
No, it's not him. Shit, if anybody knows that's watching right now, let us know, because I found it earlier.
Yeah. I can. He doesn't look like the typical singer.
No, he doesn't. But I'm pretty sure he's from Ireland.
Good for him. Yeah. I think he is.
Yeah, because when I was Googling him, they were talking about Ed Sheeran. So he's from the UK/Ireland.
He's
from around there.
Yeah, there was a Netflix documentary on him. I didn't see it, but apparently it's interesting just because like it shows his rise to fame, and he's clearly not the typical kind of pop star thing. I think he's got like crippling social anxiety, and obviously that's probably what you saw there.
Yes, Tourette's too. Like the twitches that he has are Tourette's. So I don't know how he manages. I don't know how he manages to sing and to become that popular with fucking Tourette. Like, that's
a lot of struggles, man. That's a lot of hurdles he got to clear, but good for him.
Yeah, this video, I've seen this video before. This video absolutely breaks my heart, but in a good way. And you guys are going to see today that there's a lot of the videos that I got that are men being men. And a lot of women don't understand how, there was a video I've seen where the guy's explaining how guys have a million things going on in our minds.
Yeah.
But we don't necessarily know how to say it. We don't know how to explain it to our wives, to our partners, but they're there. Yeah. And we live with that in our mind, and we don't know how to put it out there. And this video is one of those situations. You see something super beautiful happens to the man. He just does not know how to deal with it. He's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay.
And I can tell you, I've never had that happen to me. I've talked about this with my wife. That's why it hits me hard. But this is something that is just a beautiful thing. Just a man being a man, but goddamn. So the man's 50 years old, never had a surprise party in his life, and he doesn't know. He's just like, what the fuck's happening right now?
He doesn't know what to say.
No.
I saw something. It was just the other day on X, and it was kind of in that wheelhouse there. And it was a guy. I don't know who it was, but it was the kind of reel or clip. It like had that kind of music, and he was talking on some sort of show. But he said something. I'll get it wrong, I'm sure. But the gist of it was like the problem with men. I think he started. He's like, men don't really need therapy. He said what men really just need is that the people that they're carrying that burden for them, they just need to know that they recognize it and acknowledge it. And when I heard that, I was like, I think that's absolutely correct. I think a lot of men that might be in therapy or feel like they've got, it's not that men mind. I think most men probably like having that burden, but you do want to have it recognized. You do want to have the people that you're carrying that burden for, whether that's your family, that you're working 2 jobs, you're working long hours in a job you hate, just that they understand the struggle that you're going through and they value it. I think that's all a lot of men really just want. I think that's all it is. And I think most people like they do value those things, but I think sometimes there's that idea that men don't need a bunch of praise, I don't think. But I think if you just felt like, yes, my wife, my kids, they recognize what I do and they value it. I think that's all a lot of men need.
I couldn't agree with you more, man. I was on Jubilee Media a few months back, like massive show, and I was going against feminists. Yeah. And a couple of those feminists were men, and that's one of the point I brought up. I'm like, listen, guys, men don't deal with emotions the way women do. We don't need therapy in the way that you talk about. Often, the best therapy that I've had myself, or I was able to provide to another man, was after martial art. After we're physically exhausted, just sitting down, bloodied, hurting, on the mat, sweating like a pig, and just say, bro, you good? Just having a conversation when you're physically exhausted, it kind of gives us the opportunity to let our brain go. And you're absolutely right, man. Most men, all they want is to be recognized by the people that they love. Yep. The people that we take all that burden for, just so that they know why we do it, that we do it. We don't need to talk about it, but just to say, that guy right there is a perfect explanation. Right there, you made it okay for him for 50 years of struggle. He's like, oh shit, they recognize me, they see me. That's it. That's all it was. I think you're 100% right about what you said, bro. Well said.
Yeah. And I think, like you said, men don't need constant praise. No. Just once in a while, let them know you appreciate it, you see it. And I think that does wonders, I think.
Here's another interesting one. That's something that I personally do. What we're going to see here, I do it for no reason. I try to be grateful, right? I don't have a lot of friends. There's not a lot of people that stuck by me over the years. But the ones that do, I will do exactly what this video do. I do that to my buddies all the time. And again, men don't need a lot.
Up Jules.
Just doing stepdaddy things.
Stepdaddy things. Us. I don't have long to talk, but I just wanted to say I'm thinking of you also, and I love you, bro.
What's wrong?
I just want to say I love you.
I love you too, also.
You all good?
You alright?
Yeah.
You alright?
Just thinking of you, that's all.
Oh. I appreciate that, Us.
All good. I just want to say I was thinking of you, bro, and say I love you.
So, you alright?
Yeah. I'm sick of
What's the matter?
Nothing's wrong. I literally just called you to say I love you.
Yo.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I love you also. Oh, I love you, brother.
Told you. You got the wrong number. Hello?
Hey, bro, it's Ben.
Hey, bro.
Hey, yeah. I just wanted to call you to say I love you, bro, and that I'm thinking of you.
Oh, I love you too. Hey, big fella.
Hey, bro, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, man, good. I was just doing some work. I can't really talk too long, man, but I was just thinking about you. I just wanted to say I love you, bro.
It's interesting how what the first reaction is of a man. If you're not used to this, a man, the first thing a man's gonna say, "Are you okay? Like, is there something wrong?"
Yeah.
And he's doing good, right? He's just like, "I love you, bro. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Go back to whatever the fuck you were doing. I don't really care what you were doing. Just wanted you to know that I love you. That's it. Plain simple." I do this with my friends. I do this with the people in my life, like the few friends
It's
that
nice
But it just I'm thinking about you. I appreciate you being in my life. I love you. That's it. Plain simple.
Yep.
Nothing more, nothing less. But man, does it ever see? This is something that women do supernaturally.
Yeah.
We do not.
No, we don't. Women, I think, are definitely naturally more, community oriented and more like it's easier for them, I think, to be open about the feelings. And, I think and also I don't think that's a bad thing that we probably wouldn't want men walking around acting exactly like that, spilling themselves out.
No.
But also once in a while is nice. I think most men appreciate that, especially, when they can tell it's heartfelt.
Yeah, and you know what? That's it. Men are supposed to be stoic. Men are supposed to know when to not be emotional. But when it matters, it matters. If a guy just calls you, just tells you, "I love you," just take it for what it is. It's a great thing, right? At least in my opinion.
Yep.
I grew up. My dad left when I was early, like when I was 14. He pretty much disappeared from my life afterwards. I had a stepfather later on. Great man. Didn't get along with him very well because I was an asshole. But older, I really came to be very grateful for him. And this video here kind of hits me in the feel. Like, I think I have another one similar to this one. But just men being fucking men. Once again, just good dudes being good dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You know I love you like my son, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel if I adopt you?
For real? For real?
Yeah. You like that? So you gonna have my last name? You know I love you, right?
Yeah.
And I got you. Okay?
Okay.
What did he give him, or what did he tell him?
He's like, obviously it's his stepson. He's like, "Would you like me to adopt you?"
Oh wow, that's really cool.
And the guy looks like a fucking badass, covered in tabs. A dude being a dude. He's drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like it if I adopted you? Oh yeah, I would. But
that's really cool.
We're fucking terrible at this shit. If this was a woman doing this, there would be a full setup. There'd be a party afterwards. A dude is like, "Hey, bro,
do you want me to adopt you?"
He barely turns around. He doesn't even look at him. He's like, "What? You want me to adopt you? What?" Like, that's how terrible we fucking are at this.
Yeah, it's not our wheelhouse for sure.
Hey, Gary, absolutely, man. I have to go out. Y'all have a great day and weekend. Yeah, bro. Thanks again for
we'll
joining
see you
us
Monday,
this
Gary.
week. Yeah, we'll see you next week, man. Glad to have you on, brother.
Yep. Have a great weekend, brother.
Here is something that reminds me how much impact we have on people. Like how much the smallest things you might not realize, but the smallest thing you do, just being kind to a perfect stranger, can actually change their lives. And I believe in karma. I believe that if you put good stuff out there, good stuff will happen to you as well. So perfect example of this is this video. I'll be right back.
Starbucks part-time. This morning I was loud and proud and peppy, and a woman came in. I could tell she was kind of struggling, and I was like, a little extra pep in our step today. We got to get her smiling. A couple minutes later, and she gave my manager a note. It says, "I travel a lot for work. That usually means late nights and very early mornings. I've been here for 2 days, and so far you have been the only person I have encountered that has been genuinely kind. I'm sure you are exhausted because life, right? That's all of us. But you deserve to know you made a difference in someone's day-to-day just by being kind. I hope you have the very best day. I know I will, thanks to you. Treat yourself to something nice. I can tell you deserve it. Maybe just not coffee, haha. Sincerely, the groggy woman at 5 a.m. Do good in this world and it will always come back to you. If you are that lady. This is my first Mother's Day without my mom. She passed in June. And so I decided that I was going to buy the urn that I have been looking at and bring my mom home for Mother's Day. And I have no idea how I was going to afford it. The $200 you put in that note today allows me to spend Mother's Day with my mom. Thank you for the impact that you made on my life. And I hope that you see this and know that you did something that I will never forget.
Wow.
I hope that video found her. I hope that video somehow found that woman. Somehow.
That's a great example of what you said, how women do this so much better than we do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I hope the video found her. I bet it did. Internet's wild these days.
But I do that all the time, man. I try to help people I don't know. I try to do charity work. I don't talk about it I don't want to be one of those guys that takes advantage of what I do outside of this, but you'll never see me record that shit either. It has nothing to do with what I do with this, right? But we people forget how much impact we have on others, how simple things like just being kind, just smiling at somebody that looks like they're having a shitty day, helping somebody put their groceries in their cars. Like I do this all the time. If I see somebody might need help, I'll ask. And how many times have I been told, no, I'm good, but thank you for asking. Just the fact that you cared to ask. So,
yeah. No, it, I think it's a good reminder to all of us be a little bit, a little more sort of aware of what people are going through. I think it's easy to sometimes forget, there's somebody out there struggling, right? And sometimes it's going to be you, and sometimes it's going to be me, and sometimes it's going to be someone else.
There's a video in there about a guy from the gym. I don't know where it is in the list, but I'll find it. That video, when I saw this years ago, I started recognizing, it changed my behavior at the gym. I'll find it. It's not right now, but I'll find it. But it's interesting when you take some of those videos, hit you right in the feels, and you're like, oh, fuck, you're never the same after the video. The next one is a fucked up one. Like I cannot imagine what that is, but it's basically a father that lost his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She was an organ donor.
Ooh.
And he meets the guy that has her heart. It's fucked up. Yeah.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
That's something I found interesting. Did you see at the end it says that his daughter saved a bunch of people? Like they sent letters they sent the letters to every single person that received one of her organs. Only one responded.
Wow.
That kind of blows my mind.
That does blow my mind.
Like, why wouldn't you respond?
That's wild.
Have you ever seen a movie by Will Smith, 7 Pounds?
I feel like I saw it a long time ago. I'm familiar with it, but why? What?
Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
He's an MIT teacher. He's a smart guy, very successful, has a lot of money. And one day he's just on his cell phone with his wife in the car. He gets into an accident and he ends up killing her. His wife dies, and afterwards he decides he wants to die, but he wants to give all of his organs to people. So he starts. He knows somebody that's in the health system, so she gives him a list of people that are looking, that are his blood type, that would be the perfect recipients. And basically, the movie is him going through and testing those people. Like, he tries to piss them off. He represents an IRS agent. He steals his brother that's an IRS agent.
Oh.
He steals and he goes to investigate them in their worst time. And he judges the people, and at the end they all meet. Like, he commits suicide in order, because he kills, I think, because as part of the accident, he kills a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like, he's responsible for manslaughter.
Okay.
And then he decides to find the many people he killed and extend their lives. It's cool. Very
Wow.
cool idea.
That is cool.
Yeah. The movie's
Yeah, and I'll
cool.
check that out.
Yeah.
I thought
I would not take other people's organs, but I would give mine.
You wouldn't take yours, or you wouldn't take someone else's? Why not?
No. If I'm meant to die, I'm meant to die, bro. It's
Yeah.
oh yeah. Hey, if it's my time, it's my time. But at the same thing, I would never go through. If I ever get cancer, I'll never go through chemo. I've seen what it does to people. My stepdad went through 5 years of it. I'll never go through that.
That's
I will never put my family through that. Never. It's a destructive, so destructive. It's my time to go. It's my time to go, bro.
Yeah.
It is what it is. This is I don't remember what the name of the guy is, but he played the Shazam. You know the Shazam, the videos, the movies, the main guy, the guy that, yeah. You'll recognize him, but
is it like an actor?
Yeah. It's the actor that plays Shazam.
Is it Sinbad?
No. Shazam, the new ones, the ones that are part of the, not the MCU, but that part of the.
Oh, okay.
It's not Marvel, but it's the other one. But he talks about Forrest
12
Gump.
or 13 or something. Forrest Gump comes.
Like, he just talks about, you know that guy, right?
He looks familiar, but I don't know his name.
Normally he doesn't have a beard, but he was on a podcast that I like the other guy's a Christian. The guy that's on that is podcast, just what he says about Forrest Gump. Very fucking interesting. I just found
now 12 or 13 or something, Forrest Gump comes out. You know, about halfway through the movie, he's sitting on this park bench waiting for the bus to go see Jenny for the first time in many years. And then the lady on the bench is like, oh, you're just trying to go there. You can go there right now. And he runs over there and he runs to Jenny's place. And, you know, there's Jenny. And there's no bitterness with him. Like, this is the love of his life. And she literally left him. And like all of these various things. In a brutal way. He looks and there's, you know, Jenny's son watching Sesame Street. And he's like, you got a son? And she's like, yeah, that's my son. His name is Forrest. She goes, what's my name? And she goes, I know. I named him after his daddy. And then there's this moment where he looks at little Forrest and he puts together that this is his son. And like, for the first time in the movie, you really start to see Forrest break down and cry. It makes me emotional every single time I even talk about it. And then he looks at her and he goes, is he like me? And he's afraid. And in that moment, y'all, we as an audience have just sat through him being ridiculed and berated and made fun of and insulted for hours, and him just seemingly oblivious to it. But in that moment, they're telling you like, oh, no, he's known all along. He knows exactly who he is. And he's known exactly why everybody treats him like garbage. And he loves them anyway. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't stop crying because I wanted him to be real. I wanted there to be an example of such a wonderful human being in the world.
Wow.
I never realized that. I realized that this morning.
It's I love that movie. I've seen it a lot of times. And I never noticed that part, but yeah, that's right.
I was 2 days old when I realized this.
Yeah. Because I remember that scene too. He's not oblivious to it.
I never realized that.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I as he's describing that scene, I can remember it perfectly. But yeah, it's that's pretty cool.
Have you ever seen the video of Jenny? There was a podcast and they spoke about how Jenny in Forrest Gump is the most evil person in any movies. If you haven't seen it, watch this video. The dude breaks it down and I'm like, holy shit, she's evil. She is so evil.
You want to play it?
I think it's pretty long.
Okay.
Hold on.
I saw something similar to that too, where they were talking about how Rose from the movie Titanic was like just the worst. Like, you know, she fucking boots Leonardo DiCaprio off the door when they're floating, but also like she went on to have a like a long marriage to a man that loved her and she had kids with, and she, like her last days alive, she's not even thinking about that guy. She's thinking about this fling she had 80 years ago. You know, and she throws away this fucking $100 million piece of jewelry. I'm sure her family could have used that.
Oh, but shit, that is so true.
Yeah, like just because it meant something to her, because this fling she had with some dude 80 years ago. You know, she never mentions her husband. Like, she would have lived her whole life with this guy. There's one scene where she's like, you know, she's like, it was the most erotic moment of my life. And then her granddaughter's like, oh, well, this is before I met your grandfather. So like the guy she married, she had a family with this guy, and like the whole family, and all she's thinking about is this dude she fucked in the back of a car 80 years ago on the Titanic. Yeah,
I never thought about that. That is pretty fucking you.
Yeah.
Damn, that is heartless.
Yeah, it's fucking savage. Dude probably gave his life like just slaving for this woman and this family.
Yeah, the video I was talking about is like 16-minute long, so we're not gonna play it.
Oh yeah. No, okay,
I suggest that if you want to see it, go check this out, because it's probably very similar to what you're talking about. They go through the movie and they're like, she's heartless. Like, Jenny is literally heartless throughout the movie. And then at the end, she hides the fact for like 5 years that he has a son. And yet he just takes it and he goes back to her. Like, she goes back to him when she's fucking dying.
Yeah.
Because he's rich and he can take care of her. Oh, bro, the guy breaks it down. I'm like, what a bitch.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, I love your word yesterday. What a fucking twat. I like that word.
Yeah, it's a great word. You know what she died of in the movie too, right?
It's AIDS, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she had AIDS. Yeah.
Fucking.
She goes back when she has AIDS, and he still just with open arms takes her back.
Yeah. So that's why the guy, what he was saying, it's true, right? I never realized until he said it now that whole time he was not oblivious. He was very aware of how people treated him, but he was still a good guy. And if you heard at the end, he's like, I just want it to be real. I want a guy I want to know a guy like that. That's why you'll never hear me call a retard somebody that has a mental disability a retard, because often those guys have hearts of gold. They are who they are, right?
Yeah, I agree.
This video, bro, that video changed my life. After this video, I completely changed, because I traveled a lot over the past few years, right? And I have so many pictures at the gym with other people because of this video. So check this out. I don't know who the name of the guy is. I know he's super popular. I just don't know what his name is. But as a gym boy, listen to this. Oh shit, no. Sorry.
Every time
the
dog,
that's the
who own dog.
The other one. This is the one I was telling you about
Neil
deGrasse talking about doggies.
Those who own dogs, you know that every time you come back from wherever you went, the dog is happy and it's jumpy and it wants to lick you in the face. Even if you just went to get mail from the mailbox, they delight in your return. If you want to take them out for a car ride, they're the first in the car. They jump in, they don't care where it's going, but they're going somewhere. They're some of the most joyous creatures that live among us. Dogs don't live as long as we do. Every single day a dog lives is equivalent to a week of your life. If they only get 1 day for every week you're alive, they make every day count. I'm just suggesting that their lives have already factored in their mortality. When I look at a dog, I use that as a reminder of how I should live every day of my life, because I get to live 7 times as long as the dog.
Huh. That's cool. I like that. I like that.
You know, I've had dogs for the past 15 years, I would say, and I've had some that died young. I have one that's getting older right now,
Mhm.
and I'm happy that my son's gonna get to grow with one.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, that's a special bond. Growing up, I never grew up with a dog, but my son
neither.
did. Yeah, it's cool, and he's a huge dog fan. Are you? What's the most you've ever had at once? Do you just kind of have one at a time?
No, I've had two. I had two German Shepherds at once.
Yeah.
We had to get rid of one of the other because I didn't realize that two females German Shepherd, if they start fighting, they'll never end, and they're vicious, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a female German Shepherd, best breeder in Canada, top 10 best breeders in the world. Like
Yeah.
you have at least a year waiting list to get one of his dogs in. Luana was a great dog. Like I had her from a puppy, and then Lulu, the one I have today, is a rescue. And it's just the babysitter that I had just contacted me one day. She's like, "Hey, I have a German Shepherd female that her owner cannot handle. Would you want her?" I'm like, no questions. I came from the woods 2.5 hours to Montreal, picked up the dog, went back home.
Yeah.
She was 65 pounds, I think, when she got her. When I got her, she was underfed, super skinny. She weighs 95 right now. She's a big dog. She's a big German
wow.
Shepherd, but she's broken. Like she's gonna have hip problems. Her ears are all fucked up. Like I had the picture perfect best breed, one of the best breeds in the world, a defective German Shepherd dog, and then they started fighting. After about a year, they started fighting to a point where I had to separate them every single time they came close to each other. They would start fighting. I had to pick up one, throw them, and then we were at a point where we needed to crate one and leave the other one out and switch them. They couldn't be around each other anymore. So I got rid of my purebred because I knew somebody would pick her up, right? Took 5 days, brought it back to the breeder. He's like, "Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. People wait for years for my dogs. They'll pick up." Within 5 days, she was gone. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Wow, it's tough though. It's always hard to get rid of a dog, no matter what the reason.
And
is.
she knew when I dropped her off. I put her in the crate. The
really?
look she gave me, I'll remember for the rest of my life. It fucking broke my heart.
No
Broke
way.
my heart. My wife couldn't even get out of the truck. Like she stayed in the parking lot outside. Like she could not say bye to her because she loved her. Like she was a very cuddly dog. So
Yep.
Fucking
yeah, no,
dogs.
that's it's even if you have to do it, it breaks your heart, eh? We had to put a dog down. He had a heart murmur and he was miserable. His heart couldn't pump out enough fluids, so a lot of it was retaining in his stomach. His stomach was like a water balloon. And yeah, it's tough. And it's like they look in your eyes and they know where you're going to take them. Or whether you're putting them down or just getting rid of them, it's like they know.
You know, years ago I was married. Like almost that must have been at the end of when I was fighting. So at least 10 years ago.
Yep.
I had a dog called Otis, American Bulldog. I don't know if you know
Yep.
what they are, but
Oh yeah,
120, 125 pounds. He's like 1.5 feet tall. He is just like a fucking monster. Biggest baby you've ever met. And I lived in Toronto back then. I was in Ottawa on business. I was playing golf with some clients. My ex-wife calls me. She's like, "Hey, Otis is not doing well. We had to bring him. He stopped moving this morning. Like he just collapsed. And we didn't know what was going on." My ex-wife was lighter than my old dog, just to give you an example, right?
Yeah.
So her brother came and her father, they took him to the vet and he had been poisoned. So yeah, somebody poisoned one of my dogs. It's fucked up. But back in the days where I lived, there was an idiot that would go around, throw treats with rat poison in it. And you know, if you're walking your dog, you need to be careful what my dogs now, I'm paranoid. Like I'm always paying attention to what they're doing when I walk them. But yeah, he had his organs failed. And so she calls me up and she's like, "Yeah, Otis is at the vets right now. We don't know how long he has, but he's not gonna last very long. So if you can come back, you probably should if you want to see him again." Bro, I must have been driving 150 to 175 kilometers per hour the whole way through.
Wow.
I I arrived at the vet. He was, he's not doing well. His heart's pumping really weirdly. As soon as I got there, he stopped. Like I laid down on the floor next to him. He put his face on my lap and he just gave away. Like he was waiting for me to show up. I just look at the vet. I'm like, do what you got to do. Put him out of his misery. This is not fair. Just go. Bro, they fucking know. They're so smart. They're so smart.
Yeah. That's tough. That's heavy. That
how
long ago was that?
10 years. 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but bro, I'll have dogs the rest of my life. I love dogs. Like they're such a great creature. The next video is almost a motivation one for it's a pastor that talks, but I guarantee he's not preaching the Bible or anything, but he's talking about principles. It's just bro, it's just very fucking cool.
Notice not too long ago, me and Sequoia go to the same gym. Me and Sequoia lift the same weights, different sizes. Me and Sequoia listen to the same music over the speakers at the gym. How come me and Sequoia don't look the same? How come we look different? It's the gym's fault. It's the weight's fault. No, watch this. When he leaves the gym, he takes the gym with him. When he leaves the gym, he goes, I went to the gym so I can't eat that. I went to the gym so I can't do that. When I leave the gym, I want the gym to justify the rest of my week. Well, I went to the gym so I can't eat that. I went to the gym so I can do that. I mean, you ever been to the same church, had different faith? I read the same Bible. How come you have faith for miracles and I don't? How come you've got faith and I don't? It's not God's fault. It's not the church's fault. It's not the book's fault. It's not the Bible's fault. The worship song is not. He lets the gym change his life. I use the gym to justify my life. How many times have you said on Friday night?
Huh. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mindset's everything.
Yeah, that's motivational. Is that the one you said had changed your life when you first saw it?
No, it's almost there. No, that one I saw for the first time a couple of months ago. I just thought it was hilarious. We go to the same gym. Why don't we look alike? The black guy is absolutely fucking shredded. Obviously, he's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
But no, it's two videos. I just found it. It's not the next one, but then the other one after.
Okay.
That video really, really had an impact on me. But this is I'm a big fan of Gordon Ramsay. I don't know if you know the chef.
Yeah, the chef.
Love his stuff. Love the guy. This is taken from one of his videos, one of his shows. I think it's Master Chef. But it's just to show, once again, kindness, simple kindness to people and how it can be impactful. I just really like the video.
Oh, no.
Yashika, say goodbye to Gabrielle and head back to your station, please. Gabriel, unfortunately, young man, you were beaten by the technical ability of your cannelloni tonight. You know, I've got news for you. You may be going back to Oklahoma tonight, but you are not going back to be a fast food server. Young man, it's very rare we see such raw talent that's got amazing potential come through this competition. You've got the potential to be huge in this industry. You just need the right training. So I am personally going to send you to culinary school.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
I'll pay the tuition full time.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't want you worrying about mum and dad, because I'm taking care of that.
Thank you.
If this is how good you are without proper training, young man, at 19 years of age, let me tell you, you've got the potential to be great. Will you accept that offer?
Hell yeah, sure.
Wow.
He's done that a bunch of times. Like, I've been watching him for a long time, and he does that every now and then. Like, he recognizes.
He's got that reputation of kind of an asshole, right?
he's not going to be easier on you. But this is what I like about what he said. This is masculine. This is a masculine man talking to another man saying, you're not good enough right now to beat, you're not going to win this competition, but I can tell you, if you're ready to work, you're going to be something special.
Yep,
I'm not going to
that's
do
right.
it for you. I'm not going to give you what you want right now because you don't deserve it. But if you work for it, brother, this is a man being a man right there. I'm a fan.
It is. Yeah, you break them down and then you build them back up.
Oh yeah,
and that's how it's done. Yep.
So this is the video that changed really. Fuck it. It had a massive impact on my life, and it's really cool to see a guy like that being that emotional. Like, check this out.
Went in a wheelchair at a gym with her 2-pound dumbbells because her legs don't work, but she went in there anyway. And you know how insecure she was about going in there. She's the only person in a wheelchair. She doesn't know what she's going to see, how people are going to react to her. She's not in shape. She doesn't have her full makeup on and her little, halter top like the other girls in there. And she's right in there. She was right in there working out right next to them, right? I couldn't take my eyes off her. And I ended up telling her that she was leaving. I left what I was doing. I walked over. I said, I just want you to know something. You're inspiring me. This is wonderful. Her face just lit up because you know how sad how insecure she was about being in there. The most inspiring person is the one overcoming the fear of doing something, not the person who's excellent at it.
Yeah, that's right.
After this video, bro, I've probably been to 40 different gyms around Canada and the US.
Yep.
I've taken so many pictures with older men in their 50s, 60s, 70s. Because I remember, man, 20 years ago when I first started working out, I was scrawny as shit.
Yep.
And I would show up at the gym when the gym opened. Like, I'm literally sitting outside at 5 o'clock in the morning, like just waiting for the gym to open. And there was this guy, man. He's probably dead by now. I've thought about this guy many times, and he had to be at the end of his 60s, beginning of his 70s, absolutely jacked. Six-pack, was not the biggest of guy, but six-pack, really good shape. And I'd see him there every morning, and I never got a chance to tell him how inspirational he was to me. So after I saw this video, it reminded me of that guy. And I have so many pictures of me just with older guys. Like, I would find guys in the gym. I still do it today. If I find guys that are older, they're in great shape, or I've approached a woman that was in a wheelchair, like she was walking all weird, and I went to see her, just say, keep on doing, like, this is inspirational. And he's right, bro. If you take the time to do that, it's very cool to see their face lit up, because they're just trying to they're just regular people just doing regular shit. But man, you should see the way she reacted. You should see how you just tell older guys, like, do you realize that older men like you are inspirational to guys like me? And probably that a 20-year-old that just started just like I was sees you work out that way, they're like, bro, that means I could be that guy one day. Fuck, I still think about it, and it's been 20 years. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's it's like pay it forward. It's I think everybody gets in that kind of thing where we're just so focused on our own shit. You go through life, and it's easy to get stuck in your own shit. But I think it's nice once in a while to look around and sort of spread some love around, and it's going to come back to you.
So here's one of the reasons why I love dogs. My wife literally just texted me that on WhatsApp. She's like, look at your dog and how weird she is. She's literally staring at herself in the mirror. Like, look at her.
This
fucking
is your dog?
idiot. Like, yeah, that's right now. That's literally my wife just texted me that 30 seconds ago on WhatsApp.
That's hilarious.
But see how she's broken? Like, her ears are not straight. Her paws are all like.
How old is she?
She's just about to turn 6.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I like dogs, man. But that's funny. My wife literally just texted me that off of WhatsApp. Fuck.
That is really funny.
Why is she staring at herself in the mirror? Fucking weird ass dog. Here's another feel good story. First responders. I have a big soft spot for first responders, old military. I think there's a video coming up of military coming back home. If you really want to see a man cry, show me videos of guys surprising their families coming back from, like, they're not expecting it, and people just break down. That fucking hurts my feelings all the time. But this is a police officer doing what police officers should be doing.
Spirit, lead me when my trust
The guy was trying to commit suicide.
Walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me when my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the
Wow. That's yeah, powerful stuff. I mean, obviously, you know, it's his job to save the guy, but it wasn't necessarily his job to sit there and however long it took with him. It is nice. It is nice to sort of, you know, see videos, clips like this. Because I'm thinking as that was on, I was like, yeah, man, it's like it does change your whole mindset. It depends like what you're surrounded by right? If you're surrounded by negativity all the time, even if it's just like political negativity that, you know, media loves, you know, it's tension and conflict that sells, right? You don't see that much like things of people doing things like that. But yeah, it makes you wonder how different society would be if that was the default, where we were focusing on the positive rather than the negative.
You know, the guy was talking about earlier, Shield 911.
Yep.
That's what he talks about when he was on my podcast. That's exactly he said something that really got me. He's like, you know, one of the things that we do all the time as firefighters is most of the guys are EMTs, right? They're not only they're the equivalent of the people driving the ambulance on top of being a firefighter. And he's like, one of the things that we do all the time, and he's like, as a man, this really is hard. But I remember we showed up to a call where the wife had fallen. So they're elderly and she had fallen. She couldn't get back up. And the husband was not strong enough to pick her up anymore. And he's like, you know how many times we'd show up to a place where an elderly is on the ground, they can't get back up, their mates are not able to get them back up, and you can see it in their faces, like they're broken down because they're not the men they used to be, and they realize it. They're like, I can't even take care of my wife anymore. And he's like, we're going to take them, we're going to wash them, we're going to put them back in new clothes, because often they're there for a while, right? So they soil themselves. And he's like, how many times have we given bath and showers to elderly, help them get dressed again, put them back in bed? It's fucked up. Like what first responders do on a day-to-day basis that you never fucking hear about is insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, no, I agree. And there, you know, there are people are out there that will thank them and you know, give them credit where it's due. But I don't really like a lot of the demonization. It seems like, especially cops. Like, I mean, I don't, you know, of course cops, there are dirty ones out there for sure. And I think there's certainly a certain personality type that is attracted to being a cop because it allows them to lord power over people. But broadly speaking, I think most cops do a pretty difficult job pretty well.
I think the average cop means well. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Here's another one. I think that's another first responder.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you a hug. Seems like you got a lot going on, man. It's all right. It's all right, man. It seems like a lot to take on, you know?
We can get you some help.
Yeah, we can get you somebody to talk to and stuff. It's all right, man. It's all right.
And if you need to talk, if you can't talk to them,
you can call us. Call them. Hey, if you ever need anything, you just call, right?
Means a lot.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm Jake, by the way. That's Fred.
All right, Jake, Fred. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Make me feel a lot better.
Good.
Sit here for a minute.
That's fine. Yeah, take your time, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right. Of course.
He's just this brilliant smuggler. He got like 60 grams of cocaine in the trunk. That worked. No, that's cool. That's cool. I like that.
You know, sometimes that's all they need. And I've seen one. I don't know if I was able to save it, but I found one that was the guy, the police officer just pulls up to a truck on the side of the highway with the four lights on, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on, man? You okay?" And he's like, "Oh, I just came back from serving." He's PTSD full on. He's in his car. He's like, "I'm not doing well. I'm not okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here." And he's just breaking down. The guy's like, "Bro, don't worry about it. Come out of here. Come here." And he asks for a hug too. It seems to be very sometimes, and again, something that men don't do very well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, we're told our whole lives, right? You got to hide your emotions. You can't show anything. And, you know, to some extent, I feel like in some ways, some men these days feel like they go overboard with the sharing, but somewhere I think there's a happy medium in there somewhere. You know, men have to be able to at least with close friends, you have to be able to show, you know, you have to be able to let some of that out, because, you know, men are carrying a large burden these days, and women have their own burdens and their own struggles, and that's, you know, that's nothing is taken away from that. But I think the struggles women face are getting certain recognition in society that for some reason men are not getting.
I agree, man. I totally agree with you. Here's another one that I found very cool. It's first responders too, but this is so fucking cool. Like very, very cool.
I do.
What a moment. Detective Walter Sweeney was on his way home to his own one-year-old daughter 12 years ago. A call went out about a child who fell in a pool in Severn right off of the road that he was driving on. He rushed to the house, jumped their fence, ran past their barking dogs, and darted inside, where the one-year-old sat nearly lifeless in his mother's arms.
He was blue, his fingertips were blue, and his lips were blue. And I gave him a couple of smacks on the back, and actually, before I could even starting CPR, I'd give him some chest compression. Before I even got mouth to mouth, he started spitting up some of the water and breathing again. The color started coming back.
After that, EMS crews pushed Sweeney out of the way, and he didn't see the child again until today. Now, Lieutenant Sweeney met with now 12-year-old Matthew and his family. And
how cool is that?
That's really cool. He recognized him immediately.
Yep. It's just interesting to see, because they probably saved so many people.
Yeah.
You know, I had a couple of friends of mine that were two different situations. I remember there was this girl I knew. I asked her, she was a police officer, and she's like, I'm like, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you? She's like, showed up to an accident, 4 teenagers in a car, trapped in the car burned, killed everybody on site.
Wow.
She's like, I don't know if you realize this, but human burning smells like barbecue.
Yeah.
And she's like, for the longest time, it took me a very long time to be able to be at a barbecue, just because the smell reminded me of human flesh burning.
Jesus. Yeah.
And
that's wild.
fuck.
That's wild.
And another one was, you know, this is why I have my CPR. I don't have my license anymore, but I've taken the courses many times as a refresher.
Mm-hmm.
And similar to the story that you just heard, this is one of the reasons why, if I ever am in that situation, I want to be able to save somebody's life, because I don't think I could live with knowing that I could have done something and I didn't.
Yep.
But I remember another conversation where the people found a dead baby. And supposedly this is something you'd never get over it, like an infant, like literally somebody, like a kid that can't talk, that can't walk, blue, dead. They couldn't save him. Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That's fucked.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine carrying that burden.
No. But again, a lot of good men do it, and they continue doing it. So good for them, right?
Yep.
Oh, bro, this one hit home when I saw this morning, because I don't know if I told you this, but my wife and I have been trying to have kids for a while, right?
Yeah.
And we actually gave up. We didn't give up. Sorry. No. We weren't sure that we would ever be able, because we're older, right? We didn't know. Yeah. And I'll tell the story one day, but yeah, this video kind of wow, this video really hit home because when I learned about it, I've wanted kids my whole life, right?
Yep.
And check this video. This is just so cool. We take it for granted. Like, people that it's like when you had your kid, I don't think you ever worried about, or am I fertile? Can I have children?
No, because I was like 22 and
Yeah.
we never got to that stage where we worried about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was worried. Like it took us years to
How long have you and your wife
conceive,
been married?
no, I've been married with her for 6 months, 7 months, but we've been together for years.
Oh, okay. I gotcha,
We've been together for years.
Nice. But yeah, so so it's a little tricky. Like, I don't know if I'm done yet, right? I don't. I might have one or two more, depending on what if I get married and all that stuff. But I mean, I might have those same sort of concerns in a way I didn't when I was 22, right? You don't really think about that stuff.
No. Check this out. This one was really like I get the guy. I fully fucking understand. He couldn't believe he will be a father after 7 years of trying.
No way.
That's a grown man weeping.
Oh shit! Wow, yeah.
7 years, bro.
That's how long they were trying for. That's crazy. So he must have just given up at that point.
I feel him because it took us a while too. It took us years. So
Really,
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We tried for a couple of years, and then I got rebaptized in 2023, in June 2023. And I looked at my wife. I'm like, you know what? As a Christian, I don't think we should have intercourse. We shouldn't have sex anymore. And until we get married, and we were still traveling the US back then.
Yeah.
And all the churches that we would attend, we tried to get married, and everybody refused. Everybody was like, nope, you're not part of our congregation. We're not going to
Really,
marry
they
you.
wouldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. It's insane. Absolutely. It's hard for me to believe that this actually happened.
Wow.
And it went on for more than a year. And we're talking 3-4 different churches that we attended during that time. And we got back to Montreal last year. And I'm getting rid of old headphones, like old studio equipment. This guy that shows up for my headphones, turns out he's a pastor. We start talking. We spoke for
No
like 3
way.
hours.
No way.
And I left him my information so that we could talk again. And he texted me a couple of weeks after. He's like, hey, man, I was praying this morning. God talked to me. God told me that I'm supposed to marry you guys. So let's start looking at churches. Within 2 weeks after that, we got married.
Wow.
And that was 6 months ago. And we left Canada. The first time we had sex, she got pregnant.
No way. That's a wild story, man. That's a crazy story. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
God told me to stop having sex with her until we got married. And he rewarded me by her getting pregnant the first time we had sex as a married couple. Yeah.
How long did that go on for? Like, how long did you abstain for?
A year and a half, almost. More than a year.
That's tough. That's tough.
I'm happy. Days like today remind me why I'm actually fucking blessed. I don't have all the things that most people look at as wealth.
Yeah.
But having a partner that will be with you through thick and thin, that understands you, that will understand that you're supposed to be you're the leader, and she will trust you, bro, is everything. Everything.
Yeah. You can't put a price on it. I think when you get older, you start to realize those sorts of things, like what really matters. I think when you're younger, you go around chasing, the trappings of wealth. You want the nice cars and all the money. But I think when you get older, you realize that whether you get it or you don't get it, it is going to make you happy. It's the other stuff. It's you know, it's finding someone that loves you back, not because of what you have, but just because of who you are. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
And I think having kids is a massive portion of that too.
It's a blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, man. I'm so looking forward to that, man. You have no idea how much I'm looking forward to this.
You guys, are you going to try for another one or two, or are you just gonna?
Oh yeah. We'd like to have. I would have as many as they come. I could have, if it's possible to have 5, I'd have 5. It's. I don't think it's feasible. Like my wife is she's gonna turn 38. She's a few years younger than I am, but
if
it's possible, I would, bro.
Yep.
I'll just work harder. That's it. To me, it's motivation to just do better. That's it. I like to have a bunch of them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I'm grateful to have one, right? So,
I
so
feel like
so.
Yeah, that's as long as you have 2, you'll be happy. Yeah.
Here we go. I don't remember what this video is.
You a hard question, Jeff?
Sure.
Why don't you think you're worth having friends?
I always seem to find it easier to be the one that people always call. And it's hard to build the relationships to actually say, hey, let's go do pizza, or let's, throw some steaks on the grill, or go
I know,
fishing.
because you think that they don't want to be around you, or that you don't want to bother anybody. Jeff, you're not a bother. You have to look inside internally and believe that people are going to be blessed by having you in their life, not the other way around.
It's difficult for a dude in my spot to receive love because you don't feel like you deserve it.
And the only thing I want was being alone or being less connected to others, you know?
Huh.
You know that, do you know that men above the age of 30, most men above 30 do not have one friend that they can call in the middle of the night if they have problems, if they need to speak to someone?
Oh yeah, I believe it. I mean, I've got a couple like close army buddies, but I don't have, I know that I could call them, but I feel like I wouldn't. I don't know. I'd say almost like what he just said. I just feel like I just don't want to be a bother,
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of men feel that way. And we, in some ways, we have that sort of lone wolf mentality. But it's not necessarily that. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. It's not. Sometimes we don't. Like you said, you're not actually a bother. And I actually don't think that, but there is that thing in your mind, like you're happy to help other people, but you don't want to be a burden on someone else.
Even if it's just emotional, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, that kind of burden.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because this is something you show that to men, and men are gonna tell you, yeah, I know exactly how that guy feels.
Yep, absolutely.
Hold on, shit. You know what? We'll play one more. All right. It's a longer one. It's like 7 minutes long. It's from what is it called? America Got Talent, or probably one of those shows that I never watch.
Okay.
But bro, hold on. I'm just downloading it as we speak right now. It's a YouTube video. But the video is a bit longer, but we'll finish on that. And it's not like the woman from earlier that we started with. It's not ridiculous. Like this is that will hit you in the feels, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom at the same time. So perfect timing. There you go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Very well. So tell us who you are, where you're from.
My name is Iam Tongi, and I'm from Kahuku, Hawaii.
Iam Tongi.
Tongi. You pronounce the T's like a D in the Tongan culture.
Tong.
Yeah.
Tong. So tell us about your journey. How did you get here?
Well, I grew up in Kahuku, which is on Oahu, and I recently, not recently, 3 years ago, I moved to Seattle.
Hey.
No, it's not the same, but it's still all right.
Well, it's definitely
It's not the same.
It's all
different
right. It's all
weather.
right. Yeah.
Why on earth would you leave Hawaii?
Price Out of Paradise. You know, that's what it is. You know, Price Out of Paradise, and
I get it.
You got to move to a cheaper state.
We're fixing to get you priced back in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You're gonna go back
Any
in.
chance, move back.
I think you should buy
Is
an
your
island.
family there, or where's your family?
Most of my mom's siblings, she has 12 siblings. I have family in Hawaii, but my mom, we all live in Seattle.
So
And your dad?
My dad passed away like a couple of months ago.
Sorry, buddy.
So who got you into music?
My dad. He taught me.
He's
when I was
the
very
reason
young.
for all this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name?
Rodney.
Rodney.
Rodney, yeah.
I could tell he meant a lot to you. Yeah, I got
Sorry,
it.
buddy.
I got it, man. What are you gonna do for us? Take your time. Take your time. It's okay, man. You know, when you love so deeply, you feel so deeply.
I like that.
So what you're just giving us right now is the fact you love that man so much. Okay,
Yeah.
we're there with you.
The song we sing is a song. It's called Monsters by James Blunt.
Monsters, okay.
Yeah, it's a song dedicating to my dad.
All right. You want to take a moment? You all right?
Yeah. I'm good. You gotta relax a little.
You know it's gonna be good, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He has a beautiful voice, really, like solid voice.
Oh, before they turn off all the lights,
Wow, he sounds great.
I won't read you your wrongs or your rights. Time is gone. Oh, I'll tell you goodnight, close the door. I'll tell you I love you once more. Time is gone, so here it is. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. While you're sleeping, I try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase the monsters away. Sleep a lifetime, yes, and breathe a last word. You can feel my hand on your own. 'Cause I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. While you're sleeping, I try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase the monsters away. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Man. That's all right. Man.
Wow.
He couldn't even finish the song at the end.
I was not worried about whether you were going to make it through the song. I was worried about whether we were going to make it through the song. Your dad is very proud.
Thank you so much, man.
I mean, what a fantastic song to pick.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's interesting how she didn't really react to it. The two guys are like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Fuck yeah. That's that's heavy stuff. That's actually a beautiful song. I never heard that before.
Me neither. It's not his song. Like I looked
No,
it up
yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's Monster. What a beautiful. I wonder why that person wrote it. It's
Yeah.
probably exactly the same situation.
Got to be.
That
Yeah, got to be.
The dad was sick and he just had a song for him.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Wow. Yeah, fuck, that is heavy. Yeah, so this was a cool episode. This was nice to have this little reset. Well, guys, if you're still here with us, thank you for being here with us. I mean, back Monday we'll be back to the same old, but it's nice to just take a break once in a while, recharge the batteries, and sort of sort of get away from some of the negativity of politics and just have a sort of a feel good day. And then we'll be back into it on Monday. So don't worry, we'll get back to the same stuff that you come here every day for. But yeah, it was nice to have that little break.
Amen, brother.
You got anything there that you want to add to that?
No. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. That is fucked up. Something just happened. Russell Brand charged with rape and sexual assault.
What?
It just popped on my
Back into the
feed right now.
negativity.
Like,
that's fucking wild.
yeah, but I don't trust the guy. I don't like him. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
You don't
at
buy
all.
the
I don't-
Christian. You don't buy the Christian makeover.
As much as I'm supposed to as a Christian, there's
You just don't buy
certain
it.
people that I'm just like, hey, do it, bro. Hopefully this was cool for the people who are listening. If not, it's all me. That's 100% my fault.
Melissa's still here.
Yeah,
Melissa, thanks for being here.
yep. Yeah, thanks for being here, Melissa.
But yeah, it's a self-care day. We all got to take it. Like
Yep.
you know, like I was saying, we'll be back at the usual on Monday. But once in a while, it's nice to have those days off.
Agreed. So guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. You as well, brother.
Yes, you too, brother.